prayers for Lizette and family. Thank you so much. Thank you to JDE for your prayers. Hello, hello. Hello. What happened? What do you need? Napkin? Oh, here you go. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me. We did a lot of live streams today. I think like 3 or 4 of them. Hello, everyone. All right, let's start. Hopefully people log in a little bit or just see it as a video when it gets uploaded. But hello, everyone. I'd like to thank every single one of you guys for your help and your support, your prayers for my wife and everything. So just giving you guys a quick update on what's going on. So the last time that I did a live stream regarding an update on my wife was at a new hospital after leaving the one where they unsafely discharged her. And at that hospital, they pretty much told her that they were already at a dead end when it came to the way that they can take care of her. But they said that there's other hospitals with okay.
Hi.
Hello. Sorry, just talking to family. What's it called? So they said that they were going to that they were at a dead end and that they needed to send her to a specialist.
Yeah.
Hello.
Not the other one. I know you're somewhere. Oh, yeah?
Sorry, we were just getting.
Yeah, I was in Esvin. What room were you in? Oh, I remember. Room 262.
Yeah.
Now I remember. When I look at him, I look at you. I know you. And then you mentioned, oh
That's
my
funny.
God. Oh, nice to see you. When did you come here?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay.
Yeah. So at the other hospital, they told her that they were at a dead end when it came to her care, and but there was other hospitals in the area, or not in the area, but other hospitals in other places that could help her. So they started making calls. They started figuring it out where she can be transferred, and eventually she got transferred to Riverside University Health System, UC Riverside, because at this place they had a liver doctor. They had a liver team here, which they didn't have at any of the hospitals in our area where she was at. And over here, now that she got here, not only is she being seen by a liver specialist, but she's also being seen by pain management, what's it called, rheumatologists and stuff like that. So now her pain is a lot more controlled than it ever was before. And also, we're getting answers regarding her liver finally from a specialist of the liver, a hematologist, I think they're called. But we're making a lot of progress, and they're taking very good care of her here, and I can actually stay here with her. I already got the approval. Yesterday, what's it called? It was mostly a day of her being transported, and her being transported, and also making sure that she got the care that she needed, but her pain managed, which was the more important thing. Let me know in the chat if you guys can. Let me know if you can hear me. I just want to just at least say hi or something. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. But yeah, so the pain management is a lot better, and she's on medication right now to help her with the liver, any liver issues that she might have. I'm hoping that here they give her more answers um, than just questions like before. um, but we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see if what our suspicions are regarding the liver are actually what's going on with her. She's having a lot right now of abdominal pain that goes from the front right side of her abdomen. Then it wraps itself around to her flank, and it's just like throbbing, burning pain. Um, they took some liquid out of the catheter, and they said that they saw a lot of white blood cells there, which indicates that there could potentially be some type of infection. So they're treating her for that. They took out more liquid earlier today when she got her dialysis, and they want to see if it's fungal or they want to see if it's bacterial, the type of potential infection that she might have. So here she's doing very well. I'm actually allowed to be here with her. I got approval for that, and then that way I can be here with her, advocate for her. Make sure that she's getting her medication, make sure that her pain is managed throughout the night, maybe make sure that she's sleeping, stuff like that. Because at the other hospital where we were at, they weren't allowing me to stay there because she was sharing a room with someone else. So I wasn't allowed to be there at night. But here I am, so that's good. Here, let me show my wife. Lizette, this is Lizette. Say hello, baby. Hi, how's your pain? Better? You're eating a sandwich? Yeah? Okay. But yeah, so she got her in her room. This right here, they put it because she recently got a seizure. Not this hospital stay here, but a couple days ago when we took her to the ER. So I guess it got put onto her chart, and now when we arrived here, this was already installed and ready to go. She's in no danger right now of seizures, but just as a precaution, just in case, they put those guards there just to make sure that she doesn't get hurt. I'm just very happy that here they are keeping her pain under control the way that is supposed to be done. Because at the other places, they thought that she was just seeking pain medication. And that made me very angry. Because my wife is no junkie trying to get pain medications, right? No, she was in legitimate pain and she was seeking pain management, and they did absolutely nothing to help her. And instead, they judged her and they made it seem like she was just oh. Sorry about that. They made it seem like she was just chasing pain medication when she was not. She was in legitimate pain. And when she got here, the doctors here said you are in you can totally tell by your charts, your blood tests and stuff, that you are in legitimate pain, and we're going to manage that pain. We're going to make sure you're nice and comfortable, so then that way you can communicate with us on what you are feeling, what's going on, and stuff like that. So I'm very happy for that. I'm very happy for the way that they're treating her here. They're treating her like a human. They're treating her like a human that has a lot of unfortunately, medical issues and very legitimate medical issues. So I'm very happy. The only thing is that, as always, the insurance is causing a lot of problems, a lot of issues, and they're already starting with their copays. They're already starting with their out-of-pocket expenses. You know, it's just it's that song all over again. And we are, my wife and I are just at complete capacity when it comes to that. But we want to thank every single one of you guys that has been helping us out, every single one of you guys that has been there for us, praying for us and everything. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, we do need a lot of help. We do need a lot of help. Um, and everyone that has been helping us, thank you so much. And again, we right now we're at RUHS. That's what it's called. It's in Riverside, California, and we're trying to get her right. And they're doing a very good job in making sure that she feels a lot better than she did. Nobody's writing in the chat. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I don't know if I'm just talking and you guys can. I'm on mute. I don't know. But just let me know in the chat. Can you guys hear me? At least say yes, no, maybe. Because it's kind of weird. Nobody's saying anything in the chat. As you guys saw today, I was able to do a lot more. I did a lot more live streams today. Cover the president a little bit more. I'm trying to juggle both doing Golden State Times and also I'm my wife's full-time caregiver. So I'm here for her and I take care of her. Now that I'm here, I'm mostly going to be 24 hours a day here because... What was that? Where did that noise come from? The IV? Oh. Mostly now I'm gonna be here 24 hours a day because we're far away from home. We're over an hour away, hour and a half away from home. At least in Temecula, where we were before, we were only half an hour from home, give or take. But now that we're in Riverside, that is more north, so we're an hour and a half away from home. So I can't run to the house and then come back because, oh my gosh, it's going to take me an hour there, an hour back with no traffic. So let's say if I go at 2 a.m. and I get absolutely no traffic, it's still going to take me almost an hour to get there, an hour to come back. So as long as she's here, I might not be able to leave. It's just too much time of the commute. I can possibly do it while she's sleeping, but it's going to take me a couple hours to go take care of whatever I need to take care of, shower, change, make sure that my dogs are okay, and then come right back. But it's going to take me longer to get there and then come back than it is for me to actually take care of the stuff that I need. So I have to figure that out. Today's going to be the first night. Well, actually, no, the second night, right? That we're here. It's going to be the second night that we're here. So I have to make sure that I head over there and do the stuff that I need to do. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I don't know if the chat is working. Wait, hold on. Let's see here. No. Community moderation. All messages. Oh my gosh. No wonder I couldn't see any. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know who you are. What? I used to work there many years ago. What is wrong? Okay, so Susan, so I did this thing. Wishing you, thank you so much. So to Susan, my wife has end-stage kidney failure, and she also has liver disease. And where we were at, they didn't have the liver specialist that they transferred her to Riverside University Health. And at that place, what's it called? This place, they actually do have a liver specialist, and they're figuring out what's going on with the liver. There's a lot of pain going on right now, um, and they were, because of her blood test, they were saying that she was having problems with her liver. She's already end stage kidney failure. She is on dialysis. She is already getting ready to do evaluation for kidney transplant and stuff like that. Hold on, someone's coming. Thank you so much to El Chingon. That's how you say it? Chingon. Thank you so much. I don't know who you are. Oh, it's okay. My name is Gent. I'm a journalist. Um, and right now, I'm also my wife's full-time caregiver. Thank you so much, Lisa. Says, thank you for the update. Been watching your videos for a long time. Thank you so much, Pure Blood. Lisa, Pure Blood. Godspeed. Thank you so much to Unclearion 63, to Daisy. Hello. Thank you so much to everyone that has been here. Thank you so much to everyone that reached out. I'm sorry, I didn't know that you had to put all messages in for the chat filter. I don't know why they have a chat filter. It's ridiculous that they have a chat filter, because in the other one, in the other thing where it says top messages, it only had one. So that's why I didn't know that people were actually responding to what I was saying on the chat. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Even if they're not related to what's going on right here, I can also answer any political question, news question, or anything like that. If you don't know who I am, my name is Gent, and I am a journalist. I've been doing it for 10 years. But right now, I'm here with my wife as her caregiver, as her husband, making sure that she's okay, making sure that she's getting the care that she needs, because my wife is end-stage kidney failure, and also she has liver problems. And I'm helping her also, trying to get her pain managed and under control. And most importantly, trying to get her questions answered of what happened with her liver. We kind of have an idea what happened with her kidneys, but we have no clue what happened with her liver. But if you'd like to help us, folks, there's a bunch of ways of doing it. You can always pray for my wife. You can pray for us. The info for that is in the description below. If you'd like to help us with all these overwhelming copays, overwhelming out-of-pocket expenses, anything like that, we do need a lot of help, and that also is in the description below. We thank you so much in advance. If you're watching this as a video instead of live, thank you if you have helped us before. Thank you for all your help and your prayers. What's it called? All the information for if you would like to help is in the description below, and I thank you so much in advance. I had a liver reaction in Jackson Memorial, Miami. It's very painful. Sending prayers. Did she take the vax? No. She didn't take the vax, and I didn't take the vax. Neither of us did throughout COVID. Thank God that we did not get COVID or anything like that. But no, we're not vaxxed. Either of us are not vaxxed. Liver I'm sorry, liver resection. I don't know what that is. Liver resection. I gotta look that up. But no, we're not vaxxed. But the other thing too, that I'm sorry. Yeah, the liver does cause a lot of pain. Here's my wife. Listen, she's eating her pudding with graham crackers. Say hello, baby. Say hello. Say thank you to everyone that's been praying for you.
Thank you.
Everybody that's been helping us with all these crazy insurance. Yeah, she's eating pudding. But yeah, so she. What I'm happy about is that she. Her pain is being managed. At the other hospitals, they thought that she was some kind of junkie that wanted pain medication. That made me so angry. that made me so angry, because I know my wife and I know how much pain that she was in, and I know how much she tried to get through that pain and not have to rely on medication, but she got to the point where she said, I can't do it anymore, and for them to pass her off as, oh, she's just what is it called, pain seeking, is that what they call it? um, it's just made me very angry. It made me very angry, but I have to keep my composure, because um, I'm her full-time caregiver, and I'm here with her at night at the hospital. I sleep here. um, right now I'm going to be sleeping on this chair, but I'm here with her always. And um, and I'm her advocate. I am her voice. Right now she has more than enough to have to worry. And I'm the one that talks to insurance. I'm the one that talks to all the doctors, all the nurses, or everybody that needs any information about her, stuff like that. I also update family. So as of right now, I'm making sure that everything is in order, and that everything is being done correctly for her. Thank you so much to Melon. Thank you so much, Lou. Susan, thank you. Yeah, so like I said, I sleep here, I work here. Like I work on Golden State Times through that computer right there. That's Golden State Times for right now until I'm able to go back to my office. Um, the crews are still out there. They're still doing their thing. They're still covering President Trump. So it's kind of like a little command center here. Um, Trying to get all the live streams up, make sure that I cover the president and do my job. Um, but all at the same time too, I'm keeping I'm keeping everything in order. Making sure she's getting all her medications, making sure that the doctors understand her condition, making sure that the nurses understand her pain management. Insurance keeps calling me. Oh my gosh, if I can just if I can just say about insurance, I swear, insurance is the worst. Um, and they're just overwhelming me, the insurance company. But working through it, making sure that it gets done. I recently spent a month in the hospital. I learned a lot of doctors are only interested in the next. Hospital got good Wi-Fi. Yeah, it does actually have good Wi-Fi. Believe it or not, it does. It does. I'm actually happy about that, because Wi-Fi for me is like my lifeline. My lifeline is Wi-Fi, because that way I keep you guys updated with these streams, but I also make sure that my crew and everybody out there that's covering and doing the live events and stuff like that, go where they need to go, do what they need to do, and send me the feed so I can put it up on YouTube. So, like I said, if I didn't have good Wi-Fi, then it would be pretty bad. I wouldn't be able to do much. Um, but I'm trying to do everything at the same time. Mrs. I recently spent a month at the hospital. I don't, you know, um, regarding doctors, to be honest with you, all the doctors that my wife have seen at all of the hospitals that she's been to, all of them, I have no complaints about them at all. When it comes to the doctors, no complaint about them. The only thing is that, oh, we don't know. Oh, we're trying to find out. Oh, this and that. So they don't really have many answers to the questions. Sometimes they have more questions than answers. But that's not their fault, because they're trying to figure it out. They see all the imaging, they see the numbers, they see the blood tests, they see all the previous notes. They put it all together. One doctor does one thing, another doctor does another thing. Like if you have a question, in reality, sometimes there's so many doctors that when you have a question, you don't know who to ask. Like earlier, I had a question regarding her dialysis. And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm internal medicine. I don't know anything about dialysis." And I go, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then he goes, "Yeah, that question is for her nephro." I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll ask nephro." And then I go talk to nephro and I tell them, "Hey, my wife, she's been eating this and that, and she's been vomiting." And she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, that's internal medicine." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, then who the heck do I talk to about?" I get it. Each one to their own field. I totally understand that. Believe me, because I'm a journalist and I focus on politics and breaking news. And, some other journalists, they focus on sports. Others ones, they focus on fashion and or gossip or, tabloid and stuff like that. So I get it. I totally understand what he means. But it's kind of frustrating when you're on the medical part of it because you want some answers to certain questions and they go, "Oh, I'm sorry, that's meant for somebody else. Oh, yeah, that's yeah, I get that. No, actually, I'm surprised. There aren't that many of them when it comes to my wife's care. There's not that many of them. Um, Most of them are students. There's a lot of students. Like today, there was and when we were in the ER awaiting the room that she's in right now, and at one point there was like seven nursing students inside with one attending doctor, and they were asking questions. They were talking about things, stuff like that. Because I guess this is a university hospital, so a lot of the people from UC Riverside, UCSD, and other that have medical programs or whatever, they come here. They come here, and this is where they teach those doctors different specialties and stuff like that. So there's a lot of very young nursing. I'm sorry, not nursing. Student doctors still, yeah. But yeah, like I said, when it comes to doctors, I have no complaints as of right now. No complaints. Nurses is a whole nother animal. But when it comes to doctors, they're very good. I've been very happy with the way that they've been dealing with my wife and the way that they have been treating my wife. It's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. If you guys have any other questions, even if it has nothing to do with medicine, if you guys have any questions with what's going on in politics, what's going on with Trump, what's going on with government, you can always ask too. I this is that's what I do for a living, so I can answer any and all questions that you guys might have. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching this when it's uploaded, thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayers. And if you'd like to help us in any way, shape, or form, all of the info is in the description below. And I thank you so much in advance because we are drowning. Um, my wife has been. I think this will be the fifth or sixth time that she's been admitted in the last 9 months. Um, and every single time that she's admitted is always for a different issue that we're trying to fix. Concentrate on your wife. It appears that she's doing well, alert and talking. I was on life support for 3 weeks. 50 a month will get you by as long as you are contributing to pay. Thank you so much. So she is alert. She is alert. It's just that because she's alert and okay right now because she's on medication. She's on strong medication, very strong medication. So that's why she's doing well. But as if let's say one of the nurses is taking too long and the pain goes up too far, then she's not okay. She's not okay. And that's why it's very important for me to stay here, especially at night, because if she gets to a certain point, then she's not okay at all. She's in excruciating pain, and I want to make sure that she doesn't get to that point. I missed the beginning. What is your wife struggling with? Hi Lou, thank you for your question. She has end stage kidney failure. Okay, so her kidneys have completely failed, um, and she is on dialysis, but she is also having liver issues. And at the other hospitals that we were at, they were not giving her any answers to her liver questions. And so they said that it was better for her to get transferred to a hospital that had a liver specialist, and they sent her via ambulance from the other hospital. They transferred her to this location at Riverside University Health System in Riverside, California. And that's exactly where she's been, and they've been doing very good. We do have a pain specialist, and we also have a liver specialist, a nephrologist, and internal medicine looking into her case and making sure that she's stable. But yeah, they kept feeding me. My best weight is 198. In the hospital, they got me to 280 and said I needed to eat more. Whoa, that's crazy. That's almost 100 pounds. That's wild. they they did feed you pretty good. That's for sure. No, my wife, she has to maintain herself at a certain weight because she needs it for a transplant. You can't be over a certain weight, depending on your height and your age and all this stuff. She has to stay within a certain weight to qualify for kidney transplant surgery. We watched you for years, Jen. You missed the hot mic. Oh, I know. We caught so many crazy things on that hot mic, especially during COVID. They never thought that someone was going to have that mic on and open. And they were saying some pretty crazy things. They were saying some pretty crazy things. I remember that. But the hot mic was always a good thing. And I always have the hot mic on, believe it or not. Sometimes, um, we get some footage, or we get some clips and stuff like that of something that was said on a hot mic, but then someone else grabs it and then they take credit. It's okay, I guess, but our hot mic it's always there. There's no when it comes to us in the mainstream media, there's no friends. We don't have any friends in the mainstream media. So if we catch something on the hot mic, we put it out. We don't care. We don't care who it is either. We're not here to protect anybody. We're not here to be friends with anybody. Um, if it's a guy from Fox, if it's a guy from Newsmax, if it's a guy from OAN, or if it's CBS or CNN or anyone, we don't care. We put it out there. We want to make sure that you guys know what they're saying behind the cameras when they think that nobody is listening, when they think that nobody is paying attention or listening in to what they're saying. Well, guess what? Here we are. But thank you so much again to everyone that has for your prayers and for your help. If there is no other questions, if you guys don't have any other questions, thank you so much for tuning in. We're just giving updates because there's a lot of patriots that are helping us through PayPal. There's a lot of patriots that are helping us through Zelle, that are also praying for us every single day, that have been putting us on prayer lists and talked about my wife's condition and how she's doing with their churches and stuff like that. So we like to keep everyone updated on what's going on. And to be honest with you, this whole situation turned and it had such a turn of events, because it wasn't supposed to be like this. When I first started, over a week and a half ago, updating everyone regarding my wife, it was just for me to let you guys know what was going on and why I wasn't covering the president the way that I normally would. I was missing a few events and stuff like that, and I was missing a lot of updates and news. So I was just letting everyone know. It's like, hey, I'm sorry, guys. I'm taking care of my wife full time. She has end-stage kidney failure. She has liver problems, and she's at the hospital. She's at the ER. And I was just letting everyone know. I also reached out because I'm in desperate need of help. And I was just letting everyone know. And then all of a sudden, it became like us getting kicked out of a hospital because the insurance didn't want to cover anymore. Then we went to another hospital and they weren't helping and they were being very mean to my wife. And then, one thing led to another, and then all of a sudden we are here now. So the turn of events that has been happening for the last week is pretty wild. I did not expect it to take this turn, but at least right now we're in a place where we're happy and we know that the care that she's getting is good, and I'm happy about that. Nesera will happen quickly. Uh, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so these live streams are meant for everyone just to stay up to date, especially everyone that cares a lot about my wife and that is praying for her and helping her out and helping me out. I'm just giving you guys updates all the time, just making sure you guys know what's going on, and especially with her. Um, we have never, I have never, in the 10 years that I've been doing this, I have never been so open with you guys about my personal life. It's always been my coverage of the president, my coverage of breaking news, my coverage of politics and stuff like that. But never did I ever go on camera and say, "Hey, you know what? This is going on." I never really asked for much. What's it called when it comes to like donations or anything like that, fundraisers or anything like that. It's only been until now that I'm in desperate need. I am. Yeah. So there's a company that pays caregivers up to 800 a month. Google for it. Yeah. I mean, the government does that too. So if you're someone's full-time caregiver, you can sign up for, I think it's called IHSSI, something like that. Um, and then you can also get paid through them, but it's a long process, and you have to fill, yeah, like you have to fill out like all this paperwork, and it takes a long time for them to approve it, and oh my gosh, yeah. So it's like it's a big house. It's a government. It's the state of California, and you know how they are. So um, global reset, Nasera, yeah. They've been saying that for years, but yeah, I totally get what you mean. I'll listen to you from day one, bro. Thank you for being a patriot. This is the first time you have ever opened up like this. My prayers for you and your wife. God bless. Yeah, like I said, yeah, this is the very first time in 10 years that I have ever opened up like this. You know, a lot of things have happened to us over the last couple years. Um, but never have I ever been in a situation where I had said, you know what, guys, this time I really do need help. And now me reaching out, um, because as you guys know, like being a caregiver for someone, especially if you have a full time job, is kind of difficult because I would rather be here with my wife and make sure that she's okay, even if my job kind of like slacks a little bit. I try not to do it too much, but sometimes when you need help, you need help, and it's and sometimes you need to ask for help. At the end of the day, I always been a person that says, "Oh, I can do this. I can try to juggle both. I can try to do my best and stuff like that." But dealing with insurance, dealing with all these copays, dealing with all this crushing amount of just BS roadblocks that the insurance company has been doing, it has become overwhelming, to the point where the insurance forced the hospital to kick my wife out because they no longer wanted to pay. So But yeah, so thank you so much. I'll let you guys I'll let you guys go to sleep. Sorry I'm keeping you guys up. I know it's in some places almost midnight. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you're tuning in after this got uploaded, thank you for your help. Thank you for your consideration. If you guys can't help financially, great. That's okay. Prayers. Um, and just let patriots know about this too, folks, and get the word out there. And I'll keep updating. I'll keep you guys in the loop. And thank you for everything. I tried to get it for my mentally handicapped brother, but it turns out he's not bad off enough. Your wife is. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I know. She's trying very hard. I can totally tell that she tries very, very hard. Especially with her pain, she tries with her pain. I can't imagine how she feels, with all the toxins and everything. But thank you, Dan. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Thank you, everyone that's tuning in. Thank you to everyone that watching this after it's uploaded. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll keep you guys updated. More coverage of on Golden State Times tomorrow also. And again, check the description below. And thank you in advance. Good night, guys. Bye bye.